I'm Amanda King, and I'm the Youth Services Librarian with Hood County Public Library, and today I'm here to read you two of my favorite books. The first book I'm reading today is Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs by Mo Willems. Once upon a time, there were three dinosaurs: Papa Dinosaur, Mama Dinosaur, and some other dinosaur who happened to be visiting from Norway. One day, for no particular reason, the three dinosaurs made up their beds, positioned their chairs just so, and cooked 3 bowls of delicious chocolate pudding at varying temperatures. "Oh boy," said Papa Dinosaur in his loud, booming voice, "it's finally time to leave and go to the, someplace else." "Yes," continued Mama Dinosaur, "I sure hope no innocent little succulent child happens by our unlocked home while we are, someplace else." Then the other dinosaur made a loud noise that sounded like a big, evil laugh. It was probably just a polite Norwegian expression. Har, 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 har. The three dinosaurs went someplace else, and were definitely not hiding in the woods waiting for an unsuspecting child to come by. Sure enough, 5 minutes later, a poorly supervised little girl named Goldilocks came traipsing along. Just then the forest boomed with what could have been a dinosaur yelling, "Gotcha!" But I'm pretty sure it was just the wind. The loud noise was immediately followed by another loud noise that sounded kind of like, "Be patient, Papa Dinosaur, the trap is not yet sprung." But that could have been a rock falling, or a squirrel. Either way, Goldilocks was not the type of little girl who listened to anyone or anything. For example, Goldilocks never listened to warnings about the dangers of barging into strange, enormous houses. So as soon as Goldilocks came across a strange, enormous house, she barged right in. "Welcome, tee." Inside, Goldilocks immediately smelled the 3 bowls of delicious chocolate pudding. "Mmm," said Goldilocks, "that chocolate pudding smells delicious. If I could only get all the way up on top of that counter." Then Goldilocks noticed a very tall ladder that just happened to be there and certainly wasn't left on purpose. Goldilocks climbed up the ladder and found herself face to face with 3 gigantic bowls of chocolate pudding. The first bowl of chocolate pudding was too hot, but Goldilocks ate it all anyways because, hey, it's chocolate pudding, right? The second bowl of chocolate pudding was too cold, but who cares about temperature when you've got a big bowl of chocolate pudding? Not her. The third bowl of chocolate pudding was just right, but Goldilocks was on such a roll by now, she hardly noticed. Soon Goldilocks was stuffed like one of those delicious chocolate-filled little girl bonbons, which, by the way, are totally not the favorite things in the whole world for hungry dinosaurs. Tired and groggy, Goldilocks noticed 3 chairs in the living room, so she climbed down the ladder and walked out of the kitchen. The first chair was too tall. The second chair was too tall. But the third chair was too tall. Goldilocks wasn't going to climb that high just to sit in some chair, so she hiked over to the bedroom. When she got there, Goldilocks noticed that the beds were also gigantically big. "What is going on around here?" she groaned. "The bears that live here must be nuts." Just then the room filled with a loud booming noise that was either a passing truck or a dinosaur gloating. "A few more minutes and she'll be asleep. Delicious chocolate-filled little girl bonbons are yummier when they're rested." Even a little girl who never listens to anyone or anything had to hear that. Goldilocks took a minute to stop and think, which was longer than she's used to stopping and thinking. Home, sweet dinosaur home. "Hey," she told herself, "this isn't some bear's house. This is some dinosaur's house." Say what you want about Goldilocks, but she was no fool. As quickly as she could, she ran to the back door and got out of there. Just then a loud plane flew by, which sounded pretty much like a trio of dinosaurs yelling, "No!" or "Charge!" or the Norwegian expression for chewy bonbon time. Suddenly and completely coincidentally, the 3 dinosaurs rushed through the front door, but they were too late. Goldilocks was gone, and all that was left in the house were 3 disappointed dinosaurs. The end. And the moral is, if you ever find yourself in the wrong story, leave. And the moral for Dinosaurs is, lock the back door. The end.
Hi, I'm Tony with the City of Granbury. I'm the Technology Director, and I've got 2 books that I'm going to read for you today. The first one is The 3 Billy Goats Gruff. It's by Paul Godone. He also did the illustrations. The 3 Billy Goats Gruff. Once upon a time, there were 3 Billy Goats Gruff. They lived in a valley, and the name of all 3 Billy Goats was Gruff. There was very little grass in the valley, and the Billy Goats were hungry. They wanted to go up the hillside to a fine meadow full of grass and daisies where they could eat and eat and eat and get fat. But on the way over there was a bridge over a rushing river, and under the bridge lived a troll. He was as mean as he was ugly. First, the youngest Billy Goat Gruff decided to cross the bridge. Trip, trap, went the bridge. "Who is that trip-trapping over my bridge?" roared the troll. "Oh, it's only I, the tiniest Billy Goat Gruff," said the Billy Goat in his very small voice. "And I'm going to the meadow to make myself fat." "No, you're not," said the troll, "for I'm coming to gobble you up." "Oh, please don't take me. I'm too little, that I am," said the Billy Goat. "Wait till the second Billy Goat Gruff comes. He's much bigger." "Well then, be off with you," said the troll. A little later, the second Billy Goat Gruff came to cross the bridge. Trip, trap, went the bridge. "Who is that tripping over my bridge?" roared the troll. "Oh, it's only I, the second Billy Goat Gruff, and I'm going up to the meadow to make myself fat," said the Billy Goat. And his voice was not so small. "No, you're not," said the troll, "for I'm coming to gobble you up." "Oh, please don't take me. Wait a little till the third Billy Goat Gruff comes. He's much bigger." "Very well, be off with you," said the troll. Then up came the third Billy Goat Gruff. Trip, trap, went the bridge. The third Billy Goat Gruff was so heavy that the bridge creaked and groaned under him. "Who's that tramping on my bridge?" roared the troll. "It is I, the big Billy Goat Gruff," said the Billy Goat, and his voice was as loud as the troll's. "Now I'm coming to gobble you up," roared the troll. "Well, come along," said the big Billy Goat Gruff. "I have 2 horns and 4 hard hooves. See what you can do." So up climbed the mean, ugly troll, and the big Billy Goat Gruff butted him with his horns, and he trampled him with his hard hoofs, and he tossed him over the bridge and into the rushing river. Then the big Billy Goat Gruff went up to the hillside to join his brothers. In the meadow, the 3 Billy Goats Gruff got so fat they could hardly walk home again. They're probably there yet. So snip, snap, snout. This tale's told out.
This is another one of my favorite books. This is my new favorite book. It's also a Bluebonnet nominee this year. So this means some of you at school will get to vote on if you like this book enough to give it the big award. This is called The Day the Crayons Quit by Drew Daywalt. One day in class, Duncan went to take out his crayons and found a stack of letters with his name on them. To Duncan. Hey Duncan, it's me, Red Crayon. We need to talk. You make me work harder than any of your other crayons. All year long, I wear myself out coloring fire engines, apples, strawberries, and everything else that's red. I even work on holidays. I have to color all the Santas at Christmas and all the hearts at Valentine's Day. I need a rest. Your overworked friend, Red Crayon. Dear Duncan, all right, listen. I love that I'm your favorite crayon for grapes, dragons, and wizards hats, but it makes me crazy that so much of my gorgeous color goes outside the lines. If you don't start coloring inside the lines soon, I'm going to completely lose it. Your very neat friend, Purple Crayon. Dear Duncan, I'm tired of being called light brown or dark tan because I am neither. I am beige and I am proud. I am also tired of being second place to Mr. Brown Crayon. It is not fair that Brown gets all the bears, ponies, and puppies, while the only thing I get are turkey dinners, if I'm lucky, and wheat. And let's be honest, when was the last time you saw a kid excited about coloring wheat? Your beige friend, Beige Crayon. Duncan, Gray Crayon here. You're killing me. I know you love elephants, and I know that elephants are gray, but that's a lot of space to color in all by myself. And I don't even get me started on your rhinos, hippos, and humpback whales. You know how tired I am after handling one of those things? Such big animals. Baby penguins are gray, you know. So are very tiny rocks. Pebbles. How about one of those once in a while to give me a break? Your very tired friend, Gray Crayon. Dear Duncan, you color with me, but why? Most of the time I'm the same color as the page you're using me on, white. If I didn't get a black outline, you wouldn't even know I was there. I'm not even in the rainbow. I'm only used to color snow or to fill in empty spaces between other things. And it leaves me feeling, well, empty. We need to talk. Your empty friend, White Crayon. White Cat in the Snow by Duncan. Hey, Duncan. I hate being used to draw the outline of things that are colored in by other colors, all of which are brighter than me. It's not fair when you use me to draw a nice beach ball and then fill in all the colors of the ball with other crayons. How about a black beach ball sometime? Is that too much to ask? Your friend, Black Crayon. Dear Duncan, as Green Crayon, I am writing for two reasons. One is to say that I like my workloads of crocodiles, trees, dinosaurs, and frogs. I have no problems and wish to congratulate you on your very successful coloring things green career so far. The second reason I write is for my friends, Yellow Crayon and Orange Crayon, who are no longer speaking to each other. Both crayons feel that they should be the color of the sun. Please settle this soon because they're driving the rest of us crazy. Your happy friend, Green Crayon. Dear Duncan, Yellow Crayon here. I need you to tell Orange Crayon that I am the true color of the sun. I would tell him, but we are no longer speaking. And I can prove it. I can prove that I'm the color of the sun too. Last Tuesday, you used me to color the sun on your Happy Farm coloring book. In case you've forgotten, it's on page 7. You can't miss me. I'm shining down brilliantly on a field of yellow corn. Your pal and the true color of the sun, Yellow Crayon. Dear Duncan, I see Yellow Crayon already talked to you, the big whiner. Anyway, could you please tell Mr. Tattletale that he is not the color of the sun? I would, but we're no longer speaking. We both know that I am clearly the color of the sun because on Thursday you used me to color the sun on both the Monkey Island and Meet the Zookeeper pages in your Day at the Zoo coloring book. Aren't you glad I'm here? Ha! Your pal and the real color of the sun, Orange Crayon. Dear Duncan, it has been great being your favorite color this past year, and the year before, and the year before that. I have really enjoyed all those oceans, lakes, rivers, raindrops, rain clouds, and clear skies. But the bad news is that I'm so short and stubby, I can't even see over the railing in the crayon box anymore. I need a break. Your very stubby friend, Blue Crayon. Duncan, okay, listen here, kid. You have not used me once in the past year. Is it because you think I'm a girl's color? Speaking of which, please tell your little sister I said thank you for using me to color in her Little Princess coloring book. I think she did a fabulous job of staying inside the lines. Now back to us. Could you please use me sometime to color the occasional pink dinosaur or monster or cowboy? Goodness knows they could use a splash of color. Your unused friend, Pink Crayon. Hey Duncan, it's me, Peach Crayon. Why did you peel off my paper wrapping? Now I'm naked and too embarrassed to leave the crayon box. I don't even have any underwear. How would you like it to go to school naked? I need some clothes. Help! Your naked friend, Peach Crayon. Well, poor Duncan just wanted to color, and of course he wanted his crayons to be happy, and that gave him an idea. When Duncan showed his teacher his new picture, she gave him an A for coloring.
The second book that I'm going to read to you today is an old favorite. It's Take Me Out to the Ball Game. It's edited by Ben Nussbaum and illustrated by Mackie Pamaton. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never come back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. This book, if you happen to check it out, also has several old versions from 1908 and 1927. 1908 was by Jack Norworth. He also wrote and played in one of the first Major League game in 1940.